anime. Now, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be presenting about something I really enjoy watching. A really cool media. So, let me ask you. Have you guys ever watched a show that made you feel like you were in that show? Or have you ever watched any type of anything, done anything that made you feel so engrossed about it, that made you feel so interested in learning more? I present to you a different type of media that does the same thing. So, the anime that I grew up with was Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. Because me and my brothers, we used to watch it a lot when it was showing on Cartoon Network. So we watched it a lot on TV since we were very young. And we've loved anime. And me and my brother Marco, we loved anime ever since. Because we were so enjoying about it. It was so fun to watch. It made us it made us always have jokes or something about it. And we always had something to say. And also, there are times when these anime, they showed important things about the character and how it's important that you care about other people and how you care about your friends, that you should treasure them, and you should always view the other person's life story before judging them. So, the pros and cons. The pros are, there are many genres to pick from. There's horror, comedy, harem, reverse harem. Harem is when one character gets a whole surrounding people that like them and have a romantic feeling about them. And so there's so many. There's even horror and any different type of genre. Different representation of ideas than other media. So some shows about history or about waking up in another world can be so uninteresting and not really spectacular. But in anime, in this one, Konosuba, this guy Kazuma, he wakes up in another world and he's just he brings a goddess with him to be in his party as a party member, and she's absolutely useless. And so you wouldn't find that kind of plot in other anime, would you? Or any other show. And it's really interesting. A lot of people have either watched or known about anime. So I bet that all of you in this room have either heard about anime or watched it in real life. Because, anime is just a huge media that anyone can know. You can learn different life lessons / ideals from different anime plots. Now, you can learn how important it is to lose someone or to even gain new friends. In anime, you can even learn really dumb things, but you can also learn things like how one thing is going to be gone forever, and you just have to learn to accept that. Or how you have to cope with your current situation. You can't just graze over it. So, the cons. Over-sexualization of characters. We've seen it many times. There's so many memes where there's those girls with the big chest or big behind, and people make fun of how they only have little clothes. It's turned into a normal thing, but it's still kind of bad to see. Some people aren't very accepting when it comes to anime. So there are people who are in any community, there's always going to be people against that community. Such as anyone. people that don't like anime, people that don't like how people like express their love for anime. I mean, it's understandable, and yeah, some anime are only commercialized entertainment. So when there's this one anime called The Classroom of Elites, it's only used to advertise for that company, like that animation company, and they never explored deeper into the plot. They never made a season 2. They never went further, even though there's so many things to adapt from. And so it's really sad how some anime plot and how some anime things, they just get cut off, and you can't like watch them through like that media of anime anymore, and you have to watch them through like their original source. And there are some unreliable adaptation of source material, such as Junji Ito. It's such a great like example where the manga is a horror manga, and then like it's from this great detail, this it makes you shiver, it makes you uncomfortable, to this very smooth, very like not like detailed at all, glazed over thing where it just does not have the same effect. Influences of anime. Coping with situations. I bet all of you have had those times when you were sad that you wanted to sit in bed and just watch your favorite shows and eat a lot of food. And anime can be the same thing for that. It just helps cheer you up or something. Anything. Connecting with other people. In anime communities, if you watch one anime or even know about it, you can still talk about it with other people, no matter what. And it's just great how like you can just meet so many people that enjoy the same thing that you do. Understanding people. In anime, they teach you how important it is to understand people. Sometimes it's with their whole backstory of how like the villain like came to be, and how like you should understand that character. And yeah. Inspiration. In anime, they can inspire you to do many things. There are many sports anime or music anime that just inspire you to do sports and music, just like any other TV show. Because I know that some people, maybe not in this classroom, but like they get really inspired after watching something about how some guy rises up to their like problem and just goes through it. Different perspectives on unique situations. So in some anime, there are some situations that they present, such as going to different worlds, and or just like or just like dying, or someone, or like even going to school where like some person imagines themselves in their normal school as like a normal life, but then in reality, everything is destroyed. It's an apocalypse outside of the school, and her friends are just fighting their way out. View on life. There's some anime that can just really change your view on life. They can make you want to know things deeper and not be shallow about things. They want you to appreciate your friends, your family, your loved ones. They just want you to appreciate the life you're living, because in some anime, they just show you the bad side of things that could happen if you don't appreciate it right. Emotional impact. Now, let me ask you, how many TV shows or movies or anything that you've read made you cry or sad? or angry. Because I know, or even happy. I know for a fact that all of you have been emotionally changed through one media. And anime does the same thing. It changes your emotions and makes you feel either like really happy or sad or anything that you could imagine. And it's just great. Yeah. Self-expression. After watching an anime, you can get into the community. You can like express the fact that you may like relate to a person, or how much you really enjoy the culture of Japan or the culture of anime, just like in any TV show. It's really cool, and they'll just accept it. Development. Now I know that. Now let me ask you: have you ever seen a change in a whole show perspective after learning a few things about the characters, or that like plot twist or anything? Now this is a great example of the changes of a relationship over time. So Futaba Yoshioka and Ko Mabuchi, they are the two important people of this anime. Futaba is the main character. She liked this guy Ko since like their first year of middle school, like their time in middle school, and they only knew each other for like a few months. But then Ko, he moved away unexpectedly due to the fact that, and then later on he comes back after 3 years with a new name, new personality. And Futaba, she doesn't even recognize him at first. And then we later learn that his mother died and he had to move away before because she was being transferred to a new hospital. And the new Ko that we see is very bratty and different, and Futaba doesn't like it, but then she learns to accept the fact that he's changed and stop being in love with the old Ko. And she starts falling for the new one. She starts wanting to learn more about him. She starts like expressing more. She starts wanting to help him through his situation. And she does in the end, when in the last scene where he expresses the fact that he's guilty about it, but then she helps him understand that it isn't his fault. And that's what I really love about anime. The fact that no matter what, it can change your view of a person after they've changed. After that, you can always get through those hard times. Thank you for listening.